So we would like to compute the triple integral of the function y over the domain U, which is defined by a description of consisting of all x, y, z, such that x squared plus y squared is less than or equal to 4, x is greater than or equal to 0, y is greater than or equal to 0, and z is between 0 and 3. Okay, so what do we need to remember from our theory? We need to remember that if we have a triple integral, to turn it into cylindrical coordinates, we need to express our integrand in terms of cylindrical coordinates. So x becomes r cosine theta, y becomes r sine theta, and z just remains as z. The domain needs to be expressed in terms of r, theta, and z, and we need to multiply by our Jacobian, which is r, and actually compute this. Okay, so why don't we do all of these things? So first of all, let's begin with our domain. So we will have a domain U, which is going to be expressed in terms of r, thetas, and z's. Here we should remember that x squared plus y squared is equal to r squared, and this inequality here means that r squared is between 0 and 4, which makes r between 0 and 2. Now, we see that x and y are positive, which means that our domain projects onto the first quadrant. And in the first quadrant, we have that theta is between 0 and pi over 2. And finally, z is given very nicely to be between 0 and 3. So that's our domain. Now, our integrand, so let's start by writing, putting down all of this information. So we have the integral from 0 to 2, dr, the integral from 0 to pi over 2, d theta, and the integral from 0 to 3, dz. And the integrand is simply r sine theta, and the Jacobian is r. So here we will have, so this integrand becomes r squared sine theta. Let's take its antiderivative with respect to r. So this will become r cubed over 3 sine theta. And we want to go from r equals 0 to r equals 2. And this is going to be 8/3 times sine theta, d theta, dz. And now when you take the antiderivative here, you will have minus 8 over 3 cosine theta. That's the antiderivative from 0 to pi over 2. And then you just need to integrate with respect to z. There's no z, you really multiply by the length of the interval. So in any case, here cosine of pi over 2 is 0 and cosine of 0 is 1. So minus negative 1 minus negative 8/3 will give you 8/3. And you will have to go from 0 to 3 dz, which really means that it's 8/3 times 3, also known as 8. And that's it.